Hello and welcome to our last Epoch build guide. I'm gonna quickly auto-cast my W and let's show you this build. We're playing a Void Knight. This is a super speed runner. It's probably the fastest monolith clear there is. Basically all you do is auto-cast your W. You can use E on cooldown to give yourself a little bit more crit. And just run. That's all you have to do. Your balls will kill everything that's around, while you will clear the monolith. I'm kind of failing horribly at my shield rush. I don't play this character a little bit. I'm leveling another one for more build guides. But yeah, if you want a quick fast build, this is probably one of the best. We're using a Void Knight. It's a Sentinel, so it has a really solid start. If it's your secondary character, Sentinel is one of the best to level, because you can just gear him at start with just add melee damage to your weapons. The build is not very tanky, but for clearing monoliths it's really good. I might be a little bit under level here, that's why I'm struggling, and my gear is still pretty meh. But yeah, all you have to do is walk around and make sure they don't kill you. Try to survive as much as you can, and it's done. Monolith down. It's super quick, it's super nice. You don't really have to do anything except aim the shield rush and charge. Alright, let's go to the build. Alright, let's talk about the build. Let's start with the passive tree. Sentinel, we get vitality, we get some strength and resistances, 1 point for the block, because we're running a shield. Whenever you use a shield you want to get all the block chance you can. The armor cloth for the reduced damage taken, and I got 3 points in the smite healing. We use smite for the single target damage most of the time. Mana. For Forge Guard we get 1 point for the block, Paladin 1 point for the block, attunement and resistances, 1 health travel point, and endurance. You can come back and put more points in the Paladin tree for more resistances and health, but I just wanted the Sigil of Hope because we're gonna be using this. For Void Knight, which I would suggest maxing this just because of Void Corruption, that gives you multiplier per point spent. So the more points you spend here, the more crit multiplier you're gonna have. We go 6 points in Temporal Corruption for the Smite, 5 points for Health Void and Physical Resistance, Word Eater for the Leech, 5 points, 8 points for the throwing and spell void damage, 1 point in Void Corruption, we mentioned this, 5 points in Renouncement. This is a must have, so your smite will scale of vitality and you get some vitality. Echo chance, we want as much echo as we can. I will explain later why. Time Legion for more echo chance, more echo chance for Avatar of Regret, and 5 points in Eternal Form. I'm still low level here. I'm level, I can see it, 71. So the next points you wanna max out Eternal Form, sorry. Get more in Time Legion, get more in Dread, fill out Abyssal Endurance, get more in Word Eater, and basically the rest is just health. You don't need Future Strike. And that's the passive tree. For skills, we have Shield Rush. We only want Shield Rush. We only want the Rush Mastery and the damage when reduced damage taken when rushing. The rest, it's all in vain. This doesn't really do anything. I just hate having the points sitting there. It's for more crit on its blow here, but that doesn't do anything. It doesn't do any damage at all. So I'm just putting points here just so they are not down here. If you are not using a shield, you'll want the Dark Rush. Maybe you get that stuff, the Omnivolence or whatever it's called. It's a really powerful stuff for Void Knights, but I don't have it. Devouring Orb, you want to have the Dark Torrent. This is our main source of damage for AoE. Basically, the Devouring Orb, you get the orb rotating around you, and every few seconds the orb will throw a ball at an enemy. Those balls here usually are homing towards enemies, but there are no enemies in range, so it doesn't work. We go travel point, and we get 5 out of 5 for the frequency. We get some more void damage here. Devouring Orb orbits you. This is for us to make them go around us. We get more increased speed, so we move a little bit faster, and we get the orbs to do more damage when it collides. So if we're close enough, the orbs will start hitting their target when it collides with them. 4 out of 5 in void penetration and the duration, because you want to have as many orbs as you can. You keep spamming your W, the orbs will add up and will start rotating you. If it echoes, instead of 1 you'll get 2, but it's a chance to happen. And when it does, you get more damage, obviously, because you have more orbs rotating around you. We get Smite, we go all out damage Smite, 3 points in double cast, 5 out of 5 in damage, reduce the sacrifice health from the sacrifice, we get more base crit chance, and we get more crit strike multiplier. Last point, crit strike multiplier. I don't think I mentioned this, but last point you go in void penetration. The anomaly is a shield you put on yourself, and whenever you're in the shield you get a certain amount of buffs. So we get time bubble on cast, so the bubble stays with us. It gives us more crit chance. We increase its duration. We make it that it's cast on us, so it will move with us. We get more attack and cast speed. We get more cooldown recovery speed, and we get more healing. Last point, we get more healing. Sigil of Hope. Sigil of Hope is gonna be is gonna buff our damage. We get 5 out of 5 in damage per sigil. We get 1 point in Last Wish. This is gonna let it be on all the time. We get more fire damage per active sigil, which will eventually turn into void and will give us more void damage. And then you go the usual. Whenever anyone goes Sigil of Hope, you kinda have to have the duration and the extra sigil, because it's just 1 point away. And then for the last point I took Fate, and the last point I'll probably put here. The Fate restores more. This is for when you maybe get a big hit, and you will lose a sigil, sorry, and it will heal you to make you stay alive. For gear, you go spell damage, crit. That's basically all you need. My gear is pretty meh right now, but you want health, spell damage, crit, void damage. This necklace is very good for this build, because it has a lot of void damage and crits. That's base crit with void skills, so all the percentage crit you're gonna get is gonna stack up with that. Rings, we go vitality rings, and we get void damage, crit, some endurance, some block is nice as well. This one goes the same. This one isn't really that good, but just make one like this. If you don't want endurance, you can go health, but the usual. I was still in progress of gearing this character and collecting shields to make a good one. Belt, ignore the physical damage, go for void damage, health, and all the good stuff. Gloves, crit, some cast, and resistances I have here, better off with health, but as I said, my gear is pretty meh. Vitality, speed, resistance is health, which are okay. And yeah, the relic, it's spell crit, increased crit chance, and then other stuff like health and stuff like that. For the idols, you want vitality everywhere, as much as vitality as you can. Vitality turns into, we're turning vitality into damage, and it gives us a lot of health, so that's really good. We're not very tanky in this build, because you're rushing all the time. And yeah, that's the build. It's a really fun build. It's a really quick one. I don't think there's a build that does monolith as fast as this guy, so try it out. It's really fun. It's not as tanky as other builds, and maybe it's not as hard to play. This one you just run around and try to kill stuff before they kill you, but it's pretty fun. So try it out, let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!